Namaste, I'm Jyoti. I'm the founder director of Ajanta Vihara Institute of Spiritual Sciences. What is self-love? How does it help you? How you can enjoy abundance through it, and why is it so important is what we'll be focusing on. Love is not just an expression. Love is not just thoughts. Love is not just focusing on your needs. Love is much more. Love is a very high frequency energy, and how to allow that love to be directed towards self, how to allow self-love to happen is where the key to your abundance, to your happiness, to finding that right love, to finding that financial stability, your abundance of health, wealth, love, healing, everything lies there. It's a very simple understanding. Everything around you is your mirror and is reflecting back whatever you are sending to this mirror. Imagine yourself standing in front of a mirror and frowning. When you frown, that mirror frowns back. Your reflection frowns back. Now imagine in a room with hundreds of mirrors, mirrors all around, mirrors on the floor, mirrors on the roof, and you frown. What's going to happen? You will see that frown multiplied 100 times. And not only are you going to see that's creating a certain vibration, because you are creating a certain vibration with frown. Now the moment you vibrate at that frequency, everything around is going to vibrate, which means each mirror is also going to have that little vibration. That is how everything around you is. Every person in your life, every situation in your life, every circumstances in your life, every experience in your life, everything is mirroring back what you need to look for yourself and correct so you can love yourself better. There is a step-by-step method, there is a step-by-step process of loving yourself, of working further on self-love, on acquiring those skill sets required, on the discipline that is required to have self-love. Only appreciating yourself, respecting yourself, valuing yourself is not self-love. Only focusing into your needs or being stubborn about your needs is not self-love. Most of the times I've seen people misunderstand self-love because they're so attached to their ego, the ego that still keeps them connected to their pain and their fear. So it's very important to understand self-love beyond ego. And for that, of course, you have to understand whether you are carrying ego or not. And for that, you have to be very authentic to yourself. How you can do this? It's not complicated. If you want to, you can actually change a complete energy dynamics that you're carrying with yourself, which means your energy dynamics with universe is going to change totally and completely all around you. You will be experiencing this shift in the energy dynamics. Self-love is very important, because until you do not understand yourself, you will not have clarity as to how you need to manage yourself. And you're not just this body. You have different layers to this body. This is a tangible body. You have intangible body. This extends into many layers. Until you do not understand all aspects of who you are as this human being, as a being in this universe, as a being in this coexistence in your ecosystem, what is your role for yourself first? Why are you here? What are you here to achieve? Whatever that may be. I'm not saying you go into a philosophical understanding yourself. Even something as simple as, I'm here to make a big name for myself. I'm here to shine bright, and I'm here to enjoy name and fame and prosperity and money and growth, whatever. That clarity has to be there, and that clarity is the one that is going to help you move ahead. Now, the clarity can be limited to what you understand of your body, and you're going to just enjoy that bit. But after a point, because you're not looking into your other intangible bodies, other aspects of you, all this huge energy field that you're part of, do you know that our aura is about 88 inches from the center, and that's only the radius. Imagine 88 inches going all around. That's your complete body. And if you only choose to understand one aspect of your energy body, what's going to happen? Only that much is going to come to you. And after a point, you will start to feel saturated and exhausted and again lost, and life will feel meaningless, or there'll be a void, because there's only that bit that you've been able to look into and not the rest. That is why self-love is very important, and understanding what is self-love and how you can love yourself in the right way, so you can have an effective output of this beautiful process, structured process of self-love that we have been able to design and put together for you. It is not just, an activity or an action or a thought process. No, it's not about just bringing little changes here and there. It is a very structured, very disciplined, and a very beautiful process of understanding yourself, of evolving as the being that you are, not just this body. And that is when you start to experience abundance. That is actually the only way to look at self-love. Everything starts from self-love. Self-love is that dot on your paper from where you start drawing the line. That is why it's important. It is the first brick with which you lay foundation of your home, your house, your life, your happiness, your abundance. That's why self-love is important. Now you must be wondering, wow, self-love, it's so easy. I'm already appreciating myself. I value myself. I respect myself. I'm always paying attention to my needs. So I don't have to worry too much. I'm well taken care, and I'm very high on self-love. Some aspect of your self-love is compromised, or maybe you haven't started self-love the way it should be. Self-love, as we understand it to be a very easy thing, easy process, easy action, is actually not that easy. And that is why you have this masterclass, because this is one question that I get asked all the time: how do I change my reality? How do I stop feeling pain? How can I be as happy as somebody else? Why that person is more happy than me? Not out of jealousy. It's a genuine question. It's a genuine need to understand as to what is it that I am doing wrong which is not working out. Of course, there are multiple aspects to our choices, our personality, our thought process, but the core is self-love. I have been talking last year all about authenticity and how important it is to be authentic. It is about appreciating yourself, valuing yourself, respecting yourself. It is about good value system. It is about having a lot of resilience. It is about respecting all your needs. It's about understanding your needs. It is all this, but it is much more too. So you have a house, you have a home, and your home has maybe 4 rooms, 5 rooms. It's got an outside lovely garden, it's got a parking, it's got kitchen, it's got washroom, it's got a terrace. It has these various parts, and it has a storeroom, it has a basement. Now, what will happen if you start only paying attention to one room. You are maybe just doing up your living room and your bedroom and maybe a study, but the rest of it does not get your attention. Now, how it doesn't get your attention? It doesn't get attention because you do not visit that place so often, or because you haven't done it up so nicely, because the front facing, which is something that's visible to people or people who visit at home, guests, friends, family, is living room, your study, and your bedroom, maybe your dining, rest of the house is not visited by these people, so you do not find the need to spend that extra amount, and you've done it just to do it up, or maybe just basics. And there are parts in your home, there are parts in your houses, spaces in your houses which you haven't even looked into, maybe a storeroom, maybe your basement, maybe your terrace, because you're like, I'll do it later on. What's going to happen? Maybe it'll be okay because it's a new house for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years. After that, these spaces will start to carry stagnant energy. How? You will see maybe termites happening, you might have various pests and insects happening. That space might start feeling very cold, it will become a dumping space for all your stuff and you will not feel like going there. This is exactly how we are. This body that you're looking at is just one room, not everything. Now this room is the front facing, but you got other rooms also, and those rooms also required your attention, your value, your respect, your appreciation. All these rooms are part of you, part of who you are, and you need to allow these to come into your awareness. You need to allow these to be connected into your awareness in a way that you're able to look into the needs of each of these rooms, what each of the space of mind that's defining me is bringing. So it's very, very important for you to allow yourself to give attention to these parts. That's when you experience complete self-love for yourself. What are these needs? Of course, physical body is one. You need to be fit, you need to eat healthy, you need to have a good routine, you need to have good lifestyle practices. That is definitely you loving your physical body and looking after it. Then you have your next body, which is decluttering, cleansing. That's your vacuum cleaner and that's your breathing body. You need to allow the declutter from there. And then comes the other three bodies, which we are covering in the master class. It is important for you to understand what are your needs, pay attention to it, and then start to work on it. When we start looking into our needs and paying attention and start working on it in the way that we start correcting whatever requires correction for that particular body of ours, that particular aspect of ours, to get what is required for it to be activated, then that's when that aspect of you gets your love. Like how in a house, if you start doing up another room, not just your living, not just your kitchen, not just your study, even that room will start to feel lively, will be vibrant with your energies, will be vibrant with lively energies in it, and you will feel like visiting it more often because you're loving that space. That space requires your nurture and care. Same way all our body. To know more, join the masterclass and explore what is the right way, the most effective way to have self-love, to develop that self-love for yourself, to experience abundance through self-love.